Hello, thanks for tuning in and clicking my video. I took a few days break because I was having a rough past few days, so I'm feeling a little better physically. Not 100% there, but anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple of things that I find interesting that still come up in this day and age. Sorry if I keep looking that way. I'm sitting near my window and just enjoying the natural breeze that's coming in. Anyway, the topic is manscaping and man hygiene, which is extremely important, which I'm assuming hopefully for all women. It's important to me that a man's hygiene is important to him. He takes care of himself. Most men do enjoy some manscaping. And for those who do not know, manscaping is when they shave all their pubic hair. Some of you guys can benefit from that. And what I mean by that, it doesn't just look good, but let's just say if there's nothing growing, crazy jungle there, then objects may appear larger and longer. I'm just saying. So some may actually benefit from it. This is just my opinion. I personally like manscaping. I have no problem with that. I think it's good hygiene to eliminate the hair. I like waxing. I prefer no hair. And sometimes, it is what it is, and, you get busy. You don't have time to go and get wax, but I personally like that the guy is concerned and takes care of himself in that way. So I'm a big supporter of manscaping. Because to me, it's like, you're keeping it clean down there. Nothing gets in the way. And also, I don't mind if a guy shaves his underarms, no hair, less odor. I don't mind that. Now, there's no need for you to wax your chest just because you have a little bit of hair. I think that's a little too much. There's no need to, I've met a few guys that you could tell they either shave or they wax their hair because it's growing in little stubs. And they really don't have a lot of hair. They just want that, I guess, 20-year-old self of back then when they had no hair. It's really not necessary, especially if you're not full of hair like a gorilla. The hygiene is very important, man. If you expect us expect us to be on point with everything on our body, which is humanly impossible, because I think you guys have high standards. Most of you guys men have high standards, unbelievably unfair high standards, which that will be a different subject on another day. It's fine, but I do like the fact that most men have like a hygiene regimen every day. I like when they have a face regimen, whether it's a facial once a week, taking care of their skin. A man that actually take care of himself. You don't have to get dressed up every day, because most men work in field where there's no need for a suit and tie. But I like a man that takes care of himself. And I walk around looking hobo all the time, and like homeless looking and letting just things get out of control. If you notice in my videos, I'm either not wearing lipstick or I'm wearing lipstick, and that's actually all I'm wearing. I'm a fan of natural, and I'm also a fan of makeup. But it seems, I'm trying to keep it real. I'm not going to apply and cake up my face just to make a video. This is me, natural curly hair, some white hair, more of them growing in, as you notice. Not a great feeling. They're a little bit annoying, especially I have a few what I like still call baby hair growing in white on the other side, which I really don't appreciate Mother Nature. But anyway, so fellas, if you manscape, keep it going. Keep your hygiene on point, please. It's so important. If you shave or wax your underarm, that is great. There's a lot of men out there that are metrosexual, so I find that very important. And my next thing that I would like to discuss is, if you guys, because I've met a few that have a preference to the woman being au natural down there, meaning, the 70s look, more power to you. I don't know. I don't know if, even if I'm crazy about you, I don't know if I would accommodate that and give you the, 70s, 80s look down there, and be your bush queen. I don't know. I may have to compromise and meet you halfway. Maybe give you like, instead of an afro, somewhat of a Caesar. Is the best way I could describe. Just a little bit, like a low fade Caesar, just to meet you halfway. But letting it grow, to like an afro, no. If it bothers you that much, then you don't have to be in that region. Some men have this high standards where the feet has to be look a certain way. I want a natural woman. I want hair down there. The hair has to be... Really? That's fine if you got this thing about pretty feet and that's bullshit. I have pretty feet, but it's still bullshit. Like, really? I mean, if you're going to have all those high demands, then you need to be a GQ model and have flawless, gorgeous feet and toes as well. Have zero hair in your body. No pimples. Have certain type of hair, etc., etc. It even sounds stupid when I talk about it, please. Anyway, like I said, hygiene is very important. I don't care if you coming home from work and you're sweaty or whatever. Like, I want a man that gives a shit about whether or not he smells, gives a shit whether or not he shaves, waxes a certain part that needs to be, taken care of. Keep clean. Not walk around with dirty nails. Okay. And I don't want to hear, oh, I'm in construction, or I do this. Please. I'm assuming there is a restroom for employees before you clock out or after you clock out. Okay? No excuses to be nasty and dirty. I am so tired of men approaching me and they're holding their phone. They're like, let me get, I want to give you, I want you to give me your number so maybe I could, call you or text you or whatever. And you look at their, not to mention their clothes, looking like they're wearing their big brother's clothes, and saggy pants, but dirty fingernails. Boy, bye. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I see that. Don't hold your phone with dirty fingernails and you think you could just roll up on a chick. No. I'm sure there's girls out there that wouldn't even pay attention to that. Ugh. And they are. And if you're watching, why are you young girls out there, like, and probably some older too, like, guys don't let dating men who are, their nails are dirty, and you know their nails are dirty. That's not something you overlook. They don't take care of themselves. They got baggy pants, sagging, showing their underwear, and you walking around looking cute, holding their hand. I don't date men that look like they have shitty Pampers in their pants. Okay? I do have my standards, and hygiene is something I do not compromise at all. And I'm so glad I've never had that issue, because I don't play. So, men, the same way you have preference and you want your woman or whoever you with to have certain things, standards, hygienes, or whatever, is the same way you guys need to as well. Okay? Y'all should know there's a certain way to approach a grown-ass woman. And what I mentioned is not the credentials of how you approach me. I don't play that. Material, I don't care what kind of phone you're holding, your dirty ass fingernail hands. I don't care what car you're driving. If you hop out and your pants is practically below your hip, and you're looking like you're homeless. You're walking around with dirty, stained shirts. Like, but yet, these are the guys that find, well, they're really, I mean, the women they find is, I'm not going to even go there with you. Oh, child. So, man, just keep your hygiene straight and on point. That's all I say. I'm glad I've never experienced that problem, because I just won't get engaged in a conversation if you approach me the wrong way. And you ladies know what I'm talking about. Because sometimes even by the approach, you're like, oh no. Oh, really? No. So, and to all you beautiful women, continue keeping it tight and keep it real.